It's another deck builder. Robot Quest Arena is a board game all about you and your small, cute, adorable robot trying to do battle and absolutely crush, kill, and destroy the other robots in the tight battle arena of chaos. As you hit people with hammers and shoot them with lasers and laugh as you watch their cute automaton collapse into so much scrap. The last person to have started a robot uprising goes first. Robot Quest Arena is a deck building game. Yes, I know. Does Chris really need another deck builder? Yes. Each player starts with the same simple deck of cards. And as you go through the game, you use those cards to get better cards, so you can do more things on future turns, to get even better cards, so that you can do more things, so you have to get better cards, so you can do more things, so ultimately, to get better cards. Whenever you hit the end of your small compact deck, you shuffle everything together and continue on your journey to kill. Okay, so now that we've once more gone over the fundamentals of deck building games in record time, wow, what makes Robot Quest Arena so unique? Well, robots. You canonically play as a boring human, a child no less, in the mean streets of Rivet, a land not unlike that of Pokemon, where everyone has a fun, cute companion. Also, not unlike Pokemon, you use your best friend to engage in blood sports.
Fight!
Or, I guess, oil sports. Yes, Robot Quest Arena is also, well, an arena battler. Your robot takes to the field, and to move around and do battle, you'll be using your energy cards to stomp your little robot around to get them into position, and then be using your weapon cards to, well, essentially bonk your foes with a hammer. The idea here is to accrue as many points as possible by doing as much damage and destruction as you can. Every time you do a damage, you knock off that robot's red health cubes, but you also take them into your own delicious point pool. Then, if you manage to last hit a robot, you make them explode and die, but also get a delicious blue cube that is worth 2 points. That is the only objective. Not kill the most people, but get as many points as possible. The main way you're doing that is through combat, but you're not focused on killing people. You're focused on harming people. It keeps the game fast-paced and quite literally punchy. You'll be trying to work out the most efficient use of your energy each turn, because it's not just simply used for moving your robot around with increased menace, but it is also the currency you use to buy extra cards and upgrades for your robot/deck. This one. So you're juggling positioning, blasting, and economy all at once, trying to work out how to get in close enough to absolutely destroy someone without, in return, getting absolutely crushed. And that's not even taking things into account like pushing, where you can use extra energy to push robots around, dumping them in a big hole, or just pushing them against a wall repeatedly just to cause them damage. There is just not quite enough space within this arena, which is great, because it means you cannot hide. You'll respawn in and immediately find yourself surrounded by hungry foes looking to bonk you with all of their hammers and all of their terrors. So, your only option is to take the fight to them, all for the sick amusement of the watching audience. It is just simply quite fun. But before I delve into the depths of the why, we need to talk about something important. which is just how adorable these robots are. Look at these tiny and cute little robots. They're so incredibly colourful and characterful. They feel weighty and chunky and just delicious as you stomp them around the arena and enact brutal, ceaseless murder. It's fine, they're robots. They can't feel pain. This setting of, well, basically robot wars could have been presented as Murderbots, the murderous robots. But instead, we have this really delightful presentation that just brings everyone to the table because they want to play their favourite robot. Oh, can I be the green disc one? Of course, there you go. Oh, can I be the blue cube? Haha, certainly. Oh, can I be the pink dog one that looks like it has another face on the back of its head? Wait, what? Now, it should be stressed that while this was a Kickstarter game, these quality miniatures are not exclusive to that campaign. Every box will come with fully painted, armed, and ready fighting machines. Now then, back to the combat and just how fun it is to watch the simulacrum of life fade from your opponent's eyes. The central squares are special bonus squares that if you start your turn on them, well, you get a free point. It's neat, but what this does mean is that there is this centralized focal point that pulls everyone into the murder zone. As you play, you'll be desperately trying to work out something that works for you, upgrading your bot to become a relatively efficient killing machine. Do you go for a ranged build that allows you to snipe people from afar, or do you just run in and bludgeon them to death with a hammer? The weapons you pick up are varied and fun and can lead to some wild moments like where you throw a boomerang repeatedly, picking off everyone one by one in a single turn to reign supreme as the top dog. Or maybe this little Roomba has, well, an actual Tesla coil strapped to its back and is just running up to people and wiping them off the face of the earth. Or maybe everyone's gotten into a bit of a scuffle, pushing each other hither and hither, impact.wav sound effects popping like there's no tomorrow. But wait, who is that with a railgun perfectly lined up? Carnage. This has the fast and flighty turn speed of a smaller game like Star Realms, but with just enough of a tactical positioning element as you try and work out where you're going to be, that it makes things meatier, or more like a sudden injection of nuts and bolts to try and keep this metaphor more thematic. A lot of deck builders have a bit of a bad reputation for getting to a point where each player is just playing their entire deck in progressively longer turns, and then it just relies on someone's machine stuttering and faltering first in a way that results in a monumental failure. Robot Quest Arena doesn't really have extensive card draw mechanics, so turns remain condensed and centralized to playing roughly 5 cards, which keeps things swift. Energy having both the function of movement and money means that those earlier cards are still useful. You're not really buying all that many cards because you have to choose whether you want to move in or move out of combat or buy a big juicy battery from the shop for your future economy. There are some issues though. While the shop is a randomized plethora of fun and guns, you've got these 3 cards here. Yep, right here. Down. There are some issues. While the shop is a randomized plethora of fun and guns, down here, yep, all the way down here, right down here, yep, these 3, you've got those 3 bits and pieces that are always available. They're meant as upgraded basics, like explorers in Star Realms. Unlike explorers in Star Realms, they're actually pretty good and perfectly cromulent. You can just get those and little else and put up a good fight. It's fine, like, it's alright. It just doesn't feel like I'm engaging in the game when I'm just using these three of always available things and making just as good of a war machine. When the game is about building an engine for your engine, it feels odd to have an extensive range of generic goods, when the theme of the game is all about kids being scrappy buccos, slapping anything and everything on their bot, which is where the central shop works. But if you consider these products as mass-produced, store-bought items, why are they so good? But I digress. There are loads of bits within this box. You've got tiles, which all have different effects, characters that all have different powers, and a big, chunky deck of cards means there's lots to do. Do you want to play with a spike trap in the middle of the game? Cool, you can. Do you want a big pit to throw people into? Hell yeah, brother! Why not build a massive wall of pillars through the middle of the map? What could possibly go wrong? Also, there is more. There are packs that involve extra robots and also new mechanics, and they're genuinely quite fun. Not only do you get more robots, which are all very adorable, you get new ideas like armor or permanent upgrades, or fun events that pop up randomly and can affect how things work, as well as a whole load of new tiles. It's just kind of great. It's just more RoboQuest to play. Which brings me to price. I ordered this on Kickstarter, so I've long forgotten how much this game is. Or was. Which is apparently 80 United Kingdom dollary dues. Which is fine, it is clearly a premium product, and you get that from this. Everything is so charming and beautiful that the 80 dollary dues feel like they are here. But then you've also got the extra robot packs, which fetch an eye-watering 25 UK dollary dues a piece. That's if you can find them, because Zasu only has 2. I'm sorry, Dozer, you're dead to us. Then there's also an expansion which features a whole 4 new robots at 125 American dollary dues. I mean, which also includes a robot which is a Kickstarter exclusive, and you can also get a bigger board, and of course there's this whole box to contain it all, because this is already beginning to struggle to fit things in. I'm not really complaining overtly about the price, because board games are expensive, but it's definitely something to think about. This is a relatively light game, akin to Star Realms. Wise Wizard Games have once more cut to the core of what makes deck builders fun. But light games can also be incredible products and experiences. Let's not just reserve high production values to yet another overly complicated statue game. On the first time I played this with my friends, one went home and bought their own copy immediately, just because of how delightful it is. It's cute, it's fun, it's simple, and also just silly. It's just bots bonking on bots. And there's no way someone would see this and not want to play it, right? It gets people to the table. You don't have to just bore them with lengthy and confusing rules. You just give them a robot and tell them to kill. I cannot stress just how much the presentation of this game is just so delightful. The little art on the upgrade cards and just the incredibly stylized, well, everything. I cannot stress just how much this world immediately speaks to just about everyone. And I just want more. More in this game world. More of it. Just take me to this world. Take me to the robot companions.